Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. No clue what time you're watching this because most of you are watching football or you have watched football. It is 7:26 p.m. Sunday, September the 14th over there on the East Coast, and as you already know, futures are open. You will see extremely large gap ups from the Friday close on your futures, and that is because this is OPEX week. So with it being OPEX week, I want to bring a number of things to your attention. First and foremost, over here with the SPX, I will remind you that we have had our 6th consecutive green weekly close, meaning that we closed above where we opened on the week. To put this into context, this is your 6th green week in a row. We recently had 5 green weeks. We had recently, off of the April bottom, had 4 green weeks. And if you scroll back through the 2,600 weekly candles that date back over the last 20 years, you will notice that you have 9 consecutive green weeks, which came after the October 27th, 2023 bottom, where during the FOMC meeting, they hinted that they would consider cutting interest rates. And the market factored in 5 rate cuts to come in the future. Thus, we had 9 green weeks in a row going up there into the very end of 2023. If you will go ahead and scroll yourself back, you will also see that you had 6 green weeks coming off of the major September of 2019 3 red week sell-off as we were heading into COVID, with 5 green weeks following after the 6. You will notice as well that we had 9 green weeks coming off of the minus 20% Christmas Eve Boxing Day bottom of 2018, where Steve Mnuchin and his cronies were called in for the PPT, the plunge protection team. You will scroll back and you will be able to also see that you had 9 green weeks in a row coming off of the very edge of Christmas 2016, after Donald Trump had taken office, and the pledges of all of the new things to come all rallied themselves up into that 2400, into the State of the Union address, which was where the top was. You will then scroll back and you will see that coming off of the 2014 4 red weeks in a row sell-off, we had 7 green weeks to the upside back towards the end of 2014. You will also see that you had 8 back over here in 2013, right around the same period, going into the end of the year, coming off of the lows that were placed over here in the very beginning of October. Besides that, you will find a 7, another 6, another 7, another 6, and 6 coming off of the 2009 bottom. What does it mean? It means that it's also the FOMC meeting happening this week. And with the FOMC meeting happening on Wednesday, be very, 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 very aware your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday going into the FOMC meeting should continue to be as we have had for the better part of the last 3 weeks, where rarely is there ever a trading session that is greater than 40 points. Seeing 20.72 points there on Friday, red close, stopping that red close. However, bring yourself over to the QQQ. As I pointed out in the shared image from the alert room over there on Friday, is that you had 7 consecutive green closes on the QQQ, the longest streak since the August of 2024 sell-off, equal to the July 1, 2024 rally to the all-time highs prior to that August 24 sell-off, minus 15.86%. 9 is the longest streak going back to the October of 2023 bottom after the 3-month-long 11.76% correction. We have no correction which has occurred on the QQQ. We have zero correction. In fact, we have had 2 green weeks in a row after that flat 0 green week to end, or not even green, red. The flat 0 week to end August, with the red week coming there on August 22. Many of you may remember that being the Jackson Hole Day. And bringing yourself further upward, we had one other red week going back there to the beginning of August. Other than that, the quarter since the 4th of July has continued to be a very blasé green week, other than the 2 substantial rallies that you recently had back on the first week of September, and that week coming off of the major sell-off going into the end of July. Be very well aware with the FOMC that there is absolutely nothing that you will be able to determine prior to. As you can see over here on September 18th, you got your rate cut, a half-point rate cut. You also happen to coincidentally close red. Coincidentally. Be very well aware, because of it being quad OPEX, $7.5 trillion sitting in money market funds, i.e. waiting to buy the dip. There is $5 trillion in options that are expiring on Friday. So do yourself a very big favor, and if you are not 100% comfortable with the amount of money that you are trading on anything during the course of this week, be very well aware that you are jumping in front of a big train that does not give a shit if you are on the tracks. So if you're going to be trading this week, be very, very considerate of what you're exposing yourself to, because just because the market's going to be open this week doesn't mean it's a regular trading session. No more excuses.
What? English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Yes.
Then you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Up, down, baby.
I command you to grow. And when I say grow, motherfucker, you have no choice. You have no option. You must grow. Fuck your excuses. Fuck your goddamn excuses. They are worthless to me. They are meaningless.
This is your wake-up call, motherfucker. This is your week to make it happen. Wake up, the Hercules in you. I don't want to be mediocre. Fuck being like everybody else. I don't want to be like everybody else. What's the secret? See, the motherfucking secret is right here. Hard ass work. That's the fucking secret.
Dieting for fucking taste, motherfucker. You dieting for the results that dieting is gonna give you. Oh, it tastes so nasty, I can't diet. You whining ass bitch. Pacify sucking pussy. Shut the fuck up and eat that shit.
You gotta be hungry for this shit. They think they want it, but they don't want this shit that bad. They don't want it that bad, Rashad. They talking about it. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do real bad man. The bad man is here. Oh, get this shit. They want to know how you do it. Show them how we do it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Now, where you dig deep is what separates you wannabes from the bees. Yeah, baby. Woo-hoo! When your mind starts to play tricks on you, say give up.